welcome to this week's equipment class. For today's class, you're just going to need a mat, a headrest, a circular looped band, and then a long band, which you can also tie into a circle to make a looped band, a circular cushion, and then 2 light weights and a foam roller. So we'll get started off with the warm-up on our hands and knees. So same as usual, knees should be directly below your hips and hands should be directly below your shoulders. So just starting off, you're going to drop that ribcage down, arch the back, looking up in front, and then rounding out the spine, getting a nice stretch through the back. Dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front, and then rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Dropping that ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And once more, rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. And then tapping that left foot out to the side, looking to the left. Tapping the right foot, looking to the right. Tapping the left, and the right, and the left, and one more on the right. And back to the center. Then we'll engage the core, so tuck your belly button in towards your spine, but keep your back nice and flat. Then we'll straighten out the right leg behind and the left arm in front. Once you have your balance here, small circles with the arm and leg. Try to keep the hand in line with your shoulder and the foot in line with your hip. So you don't want it to be down like this or up high. You want to be in a nice straight line. And lower down. Left leg, right arm. Same thing again here, and then small circles. And lower down. Shifting all the way to the left, straighten out the right leg and the right arm. Try to get your hips parallel to the mat first, then we'll bring the right arm out to the side, back in front, out to the side, back in front. Watch that back leg, mine was dropping, out to the side, back in front, and then back out, back leg out to the side just a few inches and back behind you. As you can see, this is a little bit harder. We'll do 2 more, so just move it a few inches, last one, and back. Good, and then we'll reset. Shift your weight to the right side, left leg, left arm. Keep the hips flat, parallel to the mat. Left arm out to the side and back in front. Out to the side, back in front. Once more, back in front, and then back leg just a few inches and back behind you. Out to the side, back behind you, and once more, back behind you. And lower down. Then we'll dig the toes in underneath, pinch the shoulders back, lift the knees up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Good. And then we'll pinch the shoulders back, dig the toes in, lift the knees up, lift up the right hand and the left, right, left, right, left, right, left, last one on the right, last one on the left, and lower down. And then lastly, we'll come into a low plank, holding it here. We're going to gently rock the hips to the right, to the left. If this is too difficult, just hold the position. Left, right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the knees down, lower all the way down. Hands under the shoulders, lifting your upper body up, or just coming onto your forearms, whichever you can do here. So try to keep your hips in contact with the mat, letting the back stretch. Lower down, we'll do that one more time. Peeling the upper body up. And then pushing back, spread the knees apart nice and wide, just into child's pose here. So resting your forehead on the mat, crawling your fingers forward. Good, and then we'll come onto our backs. And bring the weights down by your side just to have, in case you want to make the toe taps harder. This is optional. So, head just resting on your mat. If you have one, you could also just roll up a towel. It just helps to bring the neck into a good neutral position, just so you're not dropping back like this. So, in imprint the spine, bring the legs into tabletop, shoulders are relaxed, tapping the right foot down and then the left. Nice soft tap starting close to your body and then gradually tapping a little bit further away, keeping that spine imprinted. And then you have the option to make this harder here, holding a weight up in each hand. Option 1, and then option 2 is opposite arm, opposite leg. So this is called dead bug. It really brings your upper abdominals in as well. So really keep your rib cage pushed down as you reach back. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And then squeeze the legs together. You can rest the arms down if you want. Tap both feet down. Or if you want to make it harder, arms up. Tapping both feet. Gradually tapping a little bit further away. And you can reach the arms back to make it even harder. Good. 3 more. 2, and 1. Perfect. And lower down. Put the weights back behind you. Then we'll grab the roller. And we'll put the 2 feet on the roller to start. Hands on by your side just to warm up with some bridges. So imprint, lifting up, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. And lower down. Then we'll put the roller under the right foot. If you find single leg bridges difficult, just keep the foot on the mat. Or if you want to make it even harder, if you have a small ball or even an old football, you can deflate a little bit. That's even harder. So arms down by your side, shoulders relaxed, imprint and lift. Good. Imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Good. 3 more. 2, and 1. And then switch to the left. Right leg into your chest. Arms in by your side. Imprint and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Then we're going to do one more set here. We're going to bring the elbows on the mat. If you want to make it harder, you can cross the arms as well. So we'll bring the right foot on the roller and then the left foot into the chest. Imprint, lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Good. Keep that left knee into your chest. Perfect. 3 more. 2, and 1. Good. And then switching over. Left foot on the roller, right leg into the chest. Elbows on the mat. Imprint, lifting up, and control all the way down. Imprint and lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Good. Keep that knee to your chest. Really push through your left heel. We have 2 more. And last one. Perfect. And then we'll keep the roller for now, and then we'll grab the looped band. We'll put the roller to the side just for a few, and then we'll come back to it. So band just above the knees. So bringing your feet together, imprint your spine. Knees apart nice and wide, and back together. Apart, together, apart, together, shoulders are relaxed. It's a nice easy one after the single leg bridges. Apart, together, apart, together. Good, 2 more. Last one, back together, right leg out to the side, keep your hips steady, left leg, right leg, left. Good, nice and controlled movement here. So what you don't want is your hips kind of rolling to the side. You really want them to stay as still as possible. 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left. Perfect, and then we'll grab our rollers again, or your ball, or just keep your feet on the floor if you don't have a roller. And then we'll bring the 2 feet on the roller. We'll start with the elbows on the mat since we're warm already. And then keep tension in the band, imprint, lift, and lower, nice and controlled. Good, imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower. Perfect, keep tension, 2 more. Last one, keep the hips up, bring the knees apart, together, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower down. Cross the arms across the chest, shoulders relaxed. Imprint and lift, keep tension in the band, and lower. Good, imprint and lift, and lower. 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 Lift, and lower. Good, lift, and lower. 2 more. Keep the hips up nice and high. Bring the right knee out to the side, left knee. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Good. Keep the hips up. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Last one on the right, last one on the left. And lower down. Hopefully you're feeling those outer glutes activating here. You should feel it just on the outside of the bum. So we're really trying to work that gluteus medius muscle. So next up, we'll do 1 more here on the roller. So grab the weights again, if I can find mine. There we go. So grab your weights if you have them. They're optional, so if you don't have weights, that's okay. You can even hold 2 water bottles, 2 tins of beans, whatever you have lying around. So we're going to hold them just up in front. Pinch your shoulders back and down. So I don't want the shoulders up like this. Bring them away from your ears. Keeping tension. Then we're going to imprint. Woo, lifting up and lower down. Good. Imprint and lift and lower. Imprint and lift. Nice and controlled. Lower down. Imprint and lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. And we have 2 more. Then we're going to hold it up here. We're going to hold it. We're going to bring the arms down and back. Down and back. So I don't want the hands touching the mat. I want them just a few inches from the mat. If you have any pain in your shoulders with this, try it without weights. And if that's still painful, just stop at the painful area. So let's say it gets painful past this point, just stop. So just go from here to here. But if you're able, do try to go the full way backwards. Good, 2 more. And last one. And lower down. Perfect. And then we'll put the roller out of the way for now. Put the weights to the side. And then imprint the spine. Bring the legs into tabletop. So remember, knees right above the hips. Don't have the legs in like this or too far out. So a nice 90-degree angle here. Spine's imprinted, shoulders relaxed. Knees apart and together. Apart, together. Perfect. Apart, together, apart, together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back together. And then we'll rest the feet down. And then we're going to imprint the spine, straighten up that right leg. I'll let you keep the hips down since we already did a good few single leg bridges. So we'll keep that foot down and then just bring the right arm out to the side, or the right leg. Sorry, getting all mixed up this morning. If you do want to make this harder, you can lift the hips up. That's an option as well. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right leg, straighten up the left leg out to the side, and back together. Out to the side, together, out to the side, together. Keeping that right hip, leg and hip nice and still. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And rest the foot down. Good. Only a few more with the band. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop. And then bring the band around the ankles. Bring the feet apart and back together. Apart, together, apart, together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Straighten the legs up. Bring the legs apart and back together. You can keep a slight bend in your knee, like I'm doing. If you need to bend it even more, that's okay. If you have really tight hamstrings, or if you're really loose and you can straighten them all the way up, that's great as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Bend the knees. And we'll put the band to the side. Then we'll grab a weight in each hand. If you want to make it harder, otherwise don't use any weights. And then we'll bring the looped band just up by our side here for a few rows in a minute. So grab a weight in each hand if you want to make it harder. Squeeze the legs together. Reach the arms back. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Shoulders pinched. Slowly rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae, reaching back. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Back nice and straight, and then slowly lower down, reaching back, arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. And then remember, modified version is halfway down and back up. So there's always an option here to make it a bit easier. Arms forward, reaching up, and lower back down. And if you want to make it harder, you can keep reaching up. If you want to make it easier, just reach in front. Good, we have 3 more. And 2. And last one. Good, and then we'll stay in sitting, nearly forgot. So stay sitting up with your legs out in front and then grab a long band. If you don't have a long band, just keep holding onto your weights and just do the same movements, just holding your weights. Otherwise, if you do have a long band, grab that now and bring it around your feet. So sit up nice and tall here. If you have really tight hamstrings and you find that you're leaning back like this, you can bend your knees a little, or even put a cushion or something under your hips just to lift your hips up so your back is nice and straight. So we're gonna sit up nice and straight here, holding the band in each hand, pull back, squeeze your shoulders, and then keep your arms close to your body as you come back to the center. Pull back, squeeze tight, and then come back to the center. So squeezing at the back. Shoulders are always back and down, so as you squeeze, make sure that they're not coming up. Always push them down. Good. Squeeze and back. Squeezing the shoulders. Perfect. Good. See, I felt myself leaning back, so it's really important to kind of check in with yourself and just correct whatever position you're in. Good. 2 more like this. Last one. Perfect. And then we're going to bring the palms up. So now we're going to do rows. It's called supinated. So that's when the palm is facing upward. And that's going to bring in your biceps a little bit more. So still with this one, the elbows are close to the body. So palms are up, squeeze back, and then slowly come back to the center. Pull back. Always take that second to squeeze. Pull back, squeeze. Good, 4 more. Really squeeze at the back. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And then we're gonna pull up. So our last version here, we're gonna get more of the posterior deltoid and more of the mid back. So we're gonna pull up high and squeeze. Perfect. Pull up, squeeze, and lower. Try to get the elbows up to shoulder height. If you have any shoulder problems and this is pinching, just go a bit lower. If that's still pinching when you go lower, just go back to the original neutral rows. So it shouldn't be painful. Good, we have 3 more. Good, 2 more. And last one. Perfect, and then we'll put that to the side. And then we'll come onto our backs again. Once more. And then we'll grab that circle or cushion, whatever you have. If you're using a cushion, try to get a nice wide like couch cushion so you have more area to squeeze. So we'll just start with the legs in tabletop, imprint the spine. Shoulders relax, squeeze nice and tight, and relax. Good, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the circle squeeze. Slowly relax for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 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 Good. 2 more. 2, 1. Squeeze. Last one. Then we're going to do 10 quick squeezes. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Rest the feet down. Next up, we're going to bend the knees. Circle above the knees. Squeeze the circle nice and tight. Straighten up the right leg. Bring the right leg out to the side and back together. Out to the side together. Make sure those hips don't roll. Out to the side together. Out to the side together. Out to the side together. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bend the right leg. Straighten up the left leg. Out to the side together. Out to the side together. Out to the side together. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Bend the left leg. Grab the circle. We'll just do a few more with the circle. So legs in a tabletop, circle between the ankles, and then we'll squeeze the circle nice and tight and relax. Squeeze and relax for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one, straighten the legs, squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Grab the circle, put the circle to the side, and then we'll come onto our side. We'll just do a few glute exercises. So we'll start off just all the way down. Back leg up at the back of the mat, feet into the front corner. So just have your legs at a slight angle. You don't want the back to be arched. So this is just to protect our low back. So starting off, we're going to lift both legs up, lift the top leg up, and lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Keep the top leg up. Lift it up as high as you can, toes pointing down, small pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower halfway. Lift the bottom leg up and lower. Lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep both legs up. Big circles in front. Good. Stay in front of the bottom leg. Try to keep your bottom leg up if you can. If you need more balance, just bring your arm up. Otherwise, do try to keep it on your hip just to make sure that your hips aren't rolling forward. Good. 2 more. Last one, circles backwards for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, last one, try to keep the legs up. Or sorry, last two. Cycle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, backwards. Good. Try to keep, if you look down, you want your knee and your hip at the same height here. As in, you don't want your knee kind of dropping down or coming out like this or dropping down. You want your knee and hip in line is probably a better way to say it. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Lower down. And then we'll grab that ankle, stretching out the front of the thigh, so your quad muscles just up here. So hold that for about 10 seconds or so. And really protect your low back. So kind of bring your rib cage down towards your hips. You don't want to be arching here with this. And then we'll switch to the opposite side. So back bend up with the back of the mat, feet in the front corner. Starting off lifting both legs up, lift that top leg up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Top leg up, toes down, small pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that halfway down, bottom leg, lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and then we're gonna do big circles with the top leg. Big circles, staying in front of the bottom leg. Try to keep your hips still. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last 2. Try to keep the legs up. And cycling forward. Good. Remember, looking down, you want your knee and hip at the same level. 3, 2, and 1. Cycle backwards. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Lower down, grabbing that ankle, making sure not to arch the low back. So hopefully feeling this just in the front of your thigh here. Good, and then letting go of the ankle, and then we'll come onto our backs just to stretch out the legs and the back. So just bringing your right knee into your chest, so same as usual here, if you've been doing the other videos. So pull that knee in nice and tight, and you can kind of move it around. Whatever areas feels a little bit stiff or a little bit sore, just focus in on that spot. Sometimes you're going to have to wiggle it around a little bit to see where it's a bit stiff. And then bring that right arm out to the side, right leg across your body. Try to keep that shoulder down as you bring your knee across. Back to the center. Left knee into your chest. Shoulders relaxed. Again, I like to kind of move it around, see where it feels tight, and focus in on that spot. Left arm out to the side, and then left leg across. Back to the center. Right ankle over the left knee. Grab behind that left thigh, pull the knee into your chest. Just stretching out the glutes. Switching over. Shoulders are relaxed here, just pulling in nice and tight. And then bring that left foot on the mat, straighten up the right leg. Good. And then grab behind the left leg just to stretch the left hamstring. And then bending the knee and coming back to the center. And we'll finish with that.